but we are already 150 persons in the group, so it's buzzing all day, and it's like Christmas. So
that's amazing.
We're so happy.
It's going to be a really fun year. My challenge was I have to make it better than last year's. So it's going to be, I don't know if it's going to be better. It's just going to be different and just as fun. It's going to be really cool. I put some different elements in this year's shawl. There's a couple things in this year's mystery knit along that I haven't done exactly before in any other shawl. So I think we're going to try some new things and definitely learn some fun techniques.
Yay! We have some adventurous beginners joining this year's group. So that's good to hear. And of course, there are already a lot of people freaking out about if it's gonna be, there's gonna be brioche in it or not. But
yeah, no spoilers yet. You'll know next month. But if there is brioche, if people are like nervous about brioche, don't worry. So if you're a bit newer to knitting and you saw last year's shawl and you were really curious, don't be scared. You can participate this year, because if I'm going to put brioche in it, I'll do a non-brioche option. So if there's something a little difficult like that, I'll make an easier option for you. And there'll be video tutorials. So if you see something, you know, that you haven't done before, I'm going to show step-by-step videos so you can be sure that you're doing the right thing.
Perfect. Did you started recording them yet, or no?
Starting on Monday to do the videos, because I just bound off my first. How I usually design the mystery shawls is I make a whole shawl first while I take notes and write down the pattern, and then I knit the shawl completely again a second time while doing the videos and checking all the little details. So I just finished the first one, and it's really beautiful, and it's not going to be bigger than Slipstravaganza. That was really big last year, so
yeah,
I don't think we can get any bigger than that. So it's gonna be big, but there's also gonna be an option. So if you want to make it a little bit smaller, you can have an early exit if you like things a little bit smaller. But if you like really big shawls, you're gonna have a really big, beautiful new shawl as well. So I'm gonna start filming the videos on Monday, and it's like, yeah, just a month away. So we have a whole month to finish works in progress and to finish your penguono if you haven't yet.
Yeah, we have a lot of finished pingüinos and penguonos.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's still some unfinished projects among us. But yeah, there's still time. And over here in Chile, we just started a new tradition, and during the month of September, we're gonna have our own knit along, and the theme is designs made by Chilean designers.
Oh, that's amazing. That's a great idea.
Yeah, and September is like our country's month. I mean,
national holiday. Our national holiday is in September 18th. So we eat a lot of empanadas. We drink a lot of terremotos, earthquakes, like a really strong alcoholic beverage. So we also wanted to celebrate our country and the richness of all the designers community by meeting designs from Chilean designers. So it's really, really fun, and a very good way of calming down the nerves from the MCAL, because it's going to be such a long month before the October 8th without this like buzzing thing, like spring is coming, days are longer every day, so it's a really nice feeling, and the anticipation of the summer and the MCAL. We are just coming down with meeting all the Chilean designers this month, so it's very fun and it's very entertaining and a good way of calming down the anxiety.
That's amazing. I can't wait to see which patterns everyone picks. Are there a lot of different patterns that people are choosing, like shawls and sweaters and all kinds of things?
Yes. I'm knitting this shirt from Rina. Rina, where are you? With your shawl wall. this is from Brina. It's a shirt, very nice, very romantic with cotton. I'm knitting with cotton, so it's very nice. There are shorts from Maga. Valentina has some beautiful sweaters design. I'm going to knit a sweater from Valentina, even if I don't have to use it until next winter. So, but I'm doing it, and yeah, there's a lot of shawls, a lot of accessories like coats and hats and crochet and knitting. So it's it's a huge community, and sometimes we don't see it because we don't know each other that well. So we are getting closer and closer and gathering around this amazing thing. So it's great.
Oh, I can't wait to follow along and see everybody's progress.
Yeah, and
I've
maybe
been so impressed. You do like so many of these knit-alongs and making these big projects, and like you're finishing them. Like a lot of other knit-alongs I see, they're fun and they just get started. But I've seen like several of the penguinos pop up on Instagram.
Yeah.
Valentina,
we actually,
you have the pictures.
Yeah, we actually prepared a little presentation. There's a lot of finished penguinos and penguinos, so we're gonna go through them not so slowly, so we have time to talk because we want to know so many things. But we did wanted to show you some of our finished projects because we finished a lot of them. There's people that actually repeated the project, so there's more than one, and there are a lot of beautiful, I mean, they're all beautiful, and so we thought you might want to see.
Yeah, I would love to see.
Okay, so we're gonna start with our little presentation. This was mine.
Ooh, I love the bubbles.
I love the bubbles. I think you should add a little that option to your pattern because it's so pretty.
Perfect. Oh my gosh, so cute.
This was my third penguino, and it's already being modeled and used. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. And we have some beautiful other ones.
Ah, so cute.
So cute with the vibrant colors. And there we have Millie. She's wearing her big penguino.
Beautiful. I love the pink.
Yeah. This one is from one of our national indie dyers, and she used just her yarn. So that's special.
So pretty. Oh my goodness. That's another baby one, Penguino, that purple and green one.
Yeah, and this one is from Catherine, and she knits. I mean, no, she crochets a lot, but she started knitting with last year's Mr. Netherland, and now she's doing stuff like this, and she's so talented. She's learned so much, and she's a big help in the community, always solving doubts and everything. So so great. Ooh. This one is like a color black penguino. So very pretty.
Cool. And a lot of added length to the bottom to make it nice and long.
Yeah.
I love that bold color blocking.
It's so different. I love that everyone's project is different and unique and beautiful. And here we have Coralita Yarns. She is also an indie dyer, and she knitted 2 penguinos, one for her husband who's also a knitter, and one for her. And now she's in the process of the third one. That's for her mother.
Oh, whole family.
Yeah. It's so fun. This project is so addictive. It's so easy to knit more than one because it's so much fun, and you get the chance to make it different every time. So
yeah.
This one is a little penguino, and she used leftovers from Sleep Extravaganza and Winter Lights.
Oh, you can have a whole collection. Yeah, when you use the same yarns. That's really cool.
Yeah. This one is from one of our man knitters. So beautiful. I love that little multicolor icon.
Yeah, it's so cool. With this changing yarns, you get like this stripe effect. That's so cool.
This one, I can't remember if it was little or big. I think it was little.
Yeah.
From Framborita. This one is also a little pinguino. This is one of my students, and she knit this so fast. Like, it's incredible.
And with the longer sleeves too, I think.
I'm sorry?
I think she made it with longer sleeves too.
Oh yeah.
I love all these customizations.
Yeah. Yeah, you gave us a challenge, and I think a lot of them came up, took the challenge to heart. So they added length or to the body or sleeves and different stitches. It was really fun. It's honestly my favorite pattern in the world. And we have some beautiful colors over here. This one's not finished, but she did knit a lot during the presentation, so we had a lot of progress pics, but I think this was the best one. Here we have some other alterations that are really beautiful.
That one's so blended. It looks like a watercolor.
Yeah, it's beautiful. This one's from my friend Nati. She makes these beautiful knitting bags, so I'm gonna send them to you so you can look her work.
Cool.
This one is a little mini pinguino as well. I love this little detail.
Yeah, welts on the shoulders too. That's so nice. You don't see the welts on the front because they're just on the back, but that's a nice detail to see them on the front as well.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And I think she also used a lot of leftovers from her different shawls, and she also needed the Marl Magic sweater. So there's a lot of different West Knits projects in this little pinguino. Here we have Rina again, our designer, and she's the one with the shawl wall.
Gorgeous.
There's a little braid.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh my God, every single one is so different. I love it.
Yeah, so unique. I love this project. Here we have a whole lot of pink. Lovely. And here we have Ruth modeling hers, and you can see the little lines. So beautiful. So beautiful. And here we have someone who needed two penguinos.
Oh my gosh.
And they're so different. And I love that you can wear it upside down and it looks amazing.
So nice. I really like gold and pink together. That's one of my favorite color combos, gold and pink.
Yeah, so pretty. And here we have another one with this yarn, like I forgot what it's called, but boucle, I think.
Yeah, it's like a texture slub yarn.
Yeah, so pretty, and the colors, I love it. And here's my favorite knitfluencer. So pretty, and she's wearing it upside down.
With the striped I-cord.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And
was
this
this
way,
mostly stash? Were a lot of these, I think? Yeah.
Yeah. Or like single skins that sometimes you don't know where to use them, and this was a perfect project to use your stash and leftovers. So it's great. And you can see the welts.
Yeah, you see the welts more when you wear it upside down. That's really cool.
Yeah. Here we have another one, so pretty. Like a more neutral palette. And another little penguino. I love it so much. And another one. And this one has like short sleeves.
Yeah, it's like a vest. That's so
Yeah.
cute.
And here we have one that's in progress. But the interesting thing of this one is that some of the yarn used is with natural dye.
Ah, gorgeous.
Yeah,
maybe with like some onion or something dye with like golds.
And she dyes it herself, so it's really special as well. Yeah. And here we have the one, he's my student. He's my youngest student ever. He's 17 and he finished up the penguino in like 10 days. So fast.
That's crazy. Yeah, I saw this one. I love the fade. It's so subtle. It's like a sunset.
Yeah, so beautiful. Cool. And he needed the XL, so it's big. Yeah. But it's still so fast.
You have it for the rest of his life.
Yeah, I love it so much. And here are my other two penguinos. This was the first one, and this was the second one where I added the bubble stitch on the sleeves.
So sweet.
And some brioche. Although I had to go down one entire needle size because another knitter did the border in brioche, and it was like it went up.
Oh, it flared out.
Yeah, exactly. So I learned and applied that to my little penguino, and this one's my favorite.
Wow. Oh my goodness, it's so vibrant.
Yeah, and this one is Claudia's, and I think you used up leftovers from other projects as well, or?
I used two new skins from that I have in my stash for the back, and the rest was only a stash buster penguino. And my daughter is knitted with cotton, with 3 strands of cotton, using that method that you have that tutorial, Stephen. That you are going to turning finger weight into worsted, like something like that. And it was mind blowing when I tried. It was like I can't stop. I was pulling yarn. I was going crazy. So I used cotton for hers. It's very hairy. I haven't put in her so much. But it's because it's very heavy because it's cotton, but it's super fun to knit. Yeah.
And that's all.
I love it. I'm so impressed how many people finished because it's such a big project. And did most of you start? Was it like a month and a half or 2 months ago that you started?
No, it was on April.
Yeah. No, there was a lot of months.
Yeah, it's been longer. Yeah.
Okay, so you've had so there's no excuse if you didn't finish. Come on. You got it. More.
But time seems to fly. I know it's like, oh no, I started like 2 weeks ago and I'm already finished. No, like 3-4 months ago.
I remember when I was making my first one, I got so addicted to marling all the yarns and using my stash. I knit my first penguino in 5 days.
Nah.
Super fast.
And I slept a little bit too, but that's about it.
So that's the record to beat. 5 days.
And that was the big one too. And I put that first one, I put like this fringe. I put some fringe loops on the back of it. And I was exhausted after that. So I took a couple days to relax and rest after that penguino marathon. And then I made the second one. Because when I made my first penguino, I didn't write any of the notes down. So I had to knit a second one to take stitch count notes and write the pattern. So it took a long time to make that pattern because I didn't know what I did for the first time.
And I remember you told us in another session that you were like, okay, how old am I? 25? Okay, let's start with 50 stitches. Like 25 times.
Very, very random. I had no idea what I was making. So when you were all making it, you knew you were making a jacket. But my thought process when I was knitting, even when I was knitting the welts, I didn't know that it would become a jacket. I thought it would still be a blanket or something. But it's kind of like a wearable blanket.
Yeah. It's honestly my favorite pattern in the world. I'm already planning on knitting a fourth pingüino for my little puppy, my little Roomba. Yeah, so of course I'm gonna take a lot of photos, and I have to knit one for myself. So I already have the yarn picked out because I bought some Harry Potter skeins from Explorer Knits and Fibers. I don't know if you know her. And so my penguin is gonna be Harry Potter themed.
Cool.
Yeah, I can't wait. But
to see the doggy one because it fits perfectly on a little dog as a jacket on the back.
Every time I finish one of the penguinos, I try it on her. So yeah, it's approved, and she falls asleep immediately. I think it's like too warm, and it's like, okay.
Perrono.
Love that. Yeah. And so yeah, I'm gonna do that, but I think I'm gonna have to go down a size because she's too tiny, but it's gonna be even faster. So
yeah, it's gonna be so quick. You could do a gatono.
Yeah.
I don't think cats would like that though. Maybe for a picture and then it would eat it. Yeah.
Yeah. When I started Starflake and that little star, I used to put the star around her neck, and it looks so beautiful. I think that maybe that would be a nice project as well.
We're gonna have to take some more pictures with our pets for this year's mystery shawl too, for the progress photos. That was one of my favorite things from last year, was all the cats and dogs with the honeycombs on their faces.
Yeah, Mystery Knit-along pets.
Mm-hmm. I've been looking at dogs online, and if I get a dog, you'll know it's gonna have knits on, all over. So we'll see.
I know you were. I mean, last year you were also talking about getting a dog, so I think you have to just do it.
You just have to commit.
I got my yarn for the MCAL.
No.
Oh, nice. Yeah, does everybody have yarn picked out? I saw a lot of the Chilean dyers making palettes, and I saw some gorgeous ones on Instagram. So does everyone have their yarn, or are there people still looking for yarn?
We are also looking for yarn.
Yeah,
that's a fact. We are knitters, and we are also looking at, and probably we will change our palette like 5 or 6 times more. So there's a month. So
there's still
that's
time.
the fun of it. You can pick your favorite palette, but we have 4 weeks to change your mind. So
Caro has some options there.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Caro has a whole stash.
Not sure what to choose. And I still want more, like different options. So.
You have to do pink. I think almost all of the penguinos that I saw, except for that naturally dyed one, I think every penguino had pink in it. So gotta keep with the pink theme.
Yeah. Pink is.
I changed my mind already.
It's so tough to pick just one, and I think. Do you think this year's mystery shawl is gonna be one project that you want to knit more than once?
Yes, maybe. I think it's something you might want to knit more than once because of the color interaction. It's one of those shawls, kind of like Vertices Unite, where the colors are, you see the color one way, and then you see the color again in a different way. So it's, it's not like a fade design where it's colors A through E. The colors are really moving around a lot. So that's really exciting. And I think you might want to knit it multiple times. But I think some people might not want to knit it because, I don't know. There's a lot going on, just like Slipstravaganza. So if you don't want to knit it again, it's probably because you had too much fun the first time. And
Yeah.
you might need something simple after it. So it's not going to be the same thing. That's not what my mystery shawls are. It's different every week. So if that's a challenge for some people, I can imagine that they will be like, one and done, no more. But I'm really excited to knit with it again for another color palette because there's so much going on, and it's going to be one of those shawls where if you have the same colors as your friend, but you put your colors in a different order, it's going to look completely different and just as amazing. So it is very different from last year because Slipstravaganza had the main color, and there's a main color throughout the entire shawl. But this year, it's not quite like that because all 5 colors are just as important as each other. Okay. So there's not really one main color that's more important than the other 4. So all 5 colors have different moments to do something really special. And you're gonna see all 5 colors quite equally in the entire shawl. Okay. So if you're worried about not seeing this pink or blue or a favorite color that you have, you're gonna see all the colors equally in the shawl. So I think it's really fun. Kind of like I've been telling people it's similar like Fantastitch, where you see all the colors throughout the shawl and there's not really one color more important than the other. So it's similar to Fantastitch in that way, in terms of contrast, but it's very, very different.
Okay, yeah.
So that
here we have
any information, but Fantastitch, but it's not. It's better than Fantastitch.
Yeah, I know that you said in a video that there's gonna be a lot of interesting shaping. So that's different from Fantastitch.
Yeah, Fantastitch, that goes one direction, but the mystery shawl, it has to, you might think it's going somewhere, but then I'll surprise you. So yeah, there's some different construction that's going to keep you on your toes, and definitely a lot of fun color interaction. And that's one thing I like about the mystery shawl is you're never going to be bored. You know, every week is going to give you something a little bit different. And if something's a little more difficult for you, then there's going to be something later that's easy. So don't stress out. It's going to have a really nice rhythm to the whole process.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Last year, you Stephen, give us some wonderful advice about what to do on this on the Slipstravaganza MCAL. This year, we about half of the people that is on our group has never needed a MCAL before. So most of them are experienced leaders, but they are meeting a mystery shawl for the first time. So what's your advice for them? We gave up a really nice advice last year, but for them, for the first time MCAL meeters, what would you say to them?
My number one advice for a first time mystery knit-along participant is just to let go of your expectations, and then you're gonna have a really, really fun time. If you're expecting something really crazy or difficult, then that might be stressful you might have anxiety about, oh my gosh, what's coming next? So don't worry about what's gonna happen. So just let go of your expectations and just be open for anything to happen. And that's what the most fun part is the surprise element of each week. So as long as you don't stress or worry too much, it's gonna be a really fun experience. And then secondly, you have to pick colors that you really, really love. So don't pick a palette that you think is gonna be the right choice or that's gonna be really, really safe, because then you might be bored or disappointed in your colors. So go a little bit more bold, I think, with some bright colors. Don't worry about it being too much, because it's a West Knits mystery. There's no such thing as too much. So if you want all bright colors, that's gonna be really bright and fun. If you wanna go more neutrals, and that really excites you to use neutrals, then you can do that, but try to do at least one color pop. Neutrals with at least one pop. But
because
pick
there's
colors
gonna be a lot of texture. So if you use 2 similar tones, it's not gonna show the stitch like
Yeah, so don't pick 5 colors that are all really, really busy. Like, these are like speckled colors.
Yeah.
So this one is like, there's a lot going on in one skein. It's okay to have 1 or 2 colors like this, but I would mix it, the other colors, have them be more solid. And this is another like really multicolor speckled. So these are okay to use. You don't have to only use solids, but if you have something busy, try to mix it with something really solid. And ask yourself if your 5 colors, if they're really painterly and splashy, ask yourself if you think they would look good in a Fantastitch. And if you think that would be really fun in a Fantastitch, then it's gonna look even more fun in the shawlography. But the only thing I definitely wouldn't do is don't do a super blended fade. So it's okay to go from like light, medium to dark with your colors, but if all 5 colors have that blended speckled fade technique, like my faded shawls, that blendiness is not gonna look good.
Okay.
It's gonna look fine, but it's just, you're gonna lose a lot of the detail that we're doing.
Yeah.
So
Like,
if you have painterly colors, mix it up with some solids in your palette as well.
Yeah, we have
and
to
the inspiration for this year is to dance. We saw you dancing on one of the last videos. So how can you translate something so physical, so that involves all the body, into a shawl, into an knitting process that only takes 2 hands to make?
You're gonna see you're gonna see some more of that later this month. I've made some more videos. So throughout September, I'll be sharing some more dance videos. Yeah. And for me, my inspiration for this year was I wanted to connect it to physical movement for the inspiration of the shawl. Because to me, what dance is, and what I love about dance, is the more improvisational aspect of it, like more modern dance, and that feeling of letting go and just moving without worrying too much, that kind of sense of freedom that I think we all experience when we're out dancing and moving and feeling that joy and spirit. And that's what I wanted to translate, that energy and that feeling about just moving and that freedom of movement into the mystery shawl, because we don't know what's going to happen with the mystery shawl. You just have to let go and just trust and knit and enjoy. So you're going to see, it's more about that spirit of movement that I got inspired by for this year. So as you knit one section, you have no idea what's going to happen for the next section. And then you're going to see some fun dance videos too. So
are we going to see Lori and Carl and all of them?
Possibly.
Your teacher?
They haven't called me yet, but I think I might convince Carl to give us some advice this year.
I love
that
it.
Would be nice.
A whole month until it starts. Yeah. So I'm sure we'll get some phone calls.
Yeah, I love that. I think we should do like a little quiz, like which West Knits friends are you? Because I know I'm a Carol. I know that.
No, you're a Lori. You're a Lori. Admit it. You're a Lori.
I have my poodle over here. I'm a Carol. But yeah, I was wondering, since there's gonna be a lot of color and sometimes people can't make up their minds. What if, would this project be like ideal to use more than 5 colors? Yes.
So I'm going to be recommending 5 colors, and I'm going to tell you exactly where to put those 5 colors. But there'll be videos every week in October, and I'm going to be talking in the tutorials about really good opportunities to add mohair if you want, or to add an extra color pop. So it is the type of design where if you just can't decide your 5 colors and you love color, I'm going to give you permission to use 6, 7, 8, as many colors as you want. And it's the type of design, similar to Fantastitch, where that one looks really good with lots of colors. Yeah. It's the type of design that's going to look really good if you add an extra color pop. So I'll give some yardage notes too each week, but try to plan your 5 colors And those are going to be maybe your main 5, but then let's think about having some extra colors, and we're going to call those the backup dancers.
Love that.
I love that concept.
So you've got your main 5, and then you could have a backup mohair dancer. And if you couldn't fit in an extra pink color to your main 5 colors, then you could have a pink backup dancer.
Perfect.
But yeah, have some extra colors just set aside, just in case.
Okay, great. Yeah, I was wondering if there was gonna be a mohair there this year.
Always, yeah, it's always okay to throw in some mohair. 1 or 2, you can throw in as many shades as you want. But 5 minimum.
Okay. Yeah. Otherwise,
are you going to put some more tips on different Penelopes?
Yeah, possibly at the end of next week, I think. We're just getting them ready. We're getting a lot from Ching Fiber that just arrived on Friday. So we're going to be putting a lot of kits in every shade of the rainbow. Blue and pink and purple and neutral and gold. So there's going to be more coming in about a week.
Perfect. You're gonna see
Okay.
you're gonna have to do some shipping to Chile, because there were a lot of us that fell into temptation. So yeah. You're gonna have to.
Yeah, I saw that. So we'll be packing those up. We're still organizing. It's a big project every year. So we're organizing, and in about a week and a half to 2 weeks, we're going to start shipping out. And so they should arrive definitely by the end of this month, in plenty of time to wind them and cast on and change your mind and add extra colors.
This is gonna be so much fun.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
can't wait.
in a past session, you told us you were gonna ask for our help.
Yes, yeah, I'm gonna need some help. You're gonna know a little bit more in October, but
Okay.
I'll probably ask for some more help in October. It's probably gonna be some dancing help that I'm gonna need.
We knew it. We knew it.
Making some fun dance videos with me.
Yes. Yeah, we're already we're ready for whatever it comes. We're ready. And
so this month you got to start warming up and stretching.
Yes, necessary, because after all this quarantine time, we definitely need some stretching to do some dancing.
Oh yes.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, we actually with some friends, we already started with the challenge. We made some videos dancing with our sleep extravaganza. So when we actually start shalography, of course, there's gonna be some dancing in process.
Yeah, you got to keep those videos coming. I can't wait to see more. Cool. Well, I don't want to cut it off too short, but I have to get going in a little bit. But I brought a sneak peek to share with you before I had to leave. And yeah, because the mystery knit along is happening in about 1 month or so. And I know you're working on lots of projects, but I wanted to share a shawl that nobody has seen yet, but it's going to come out in like 2 or 3 weeks, like at the end of September.
Yeah.
And I have a pink one because I knew you all would like pink. So this is going to be a new simple shawl. This could be like a warm-up shawl. If you finish your mystery clues early, this shawl will be out.
So pretty.
It's really fun.
This one reminds me of your yarn along project, like maybe the stitch.
Yeah, it's the same stitch pattern as the yarn along, but as a crescent shape.
Yeah, the shape is totally different. Oh, those blues.
Awesome.
So this will come out in a few weeks by the end of September. So you're the first ones that get to see.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
I love
Really
that
fun.
you always give us a sneak peek.
Yeah, you always get to see the beginnings of the new designs.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't wait to get this one out this month.
So beautiful. It's like a fun, well, of course it's a fun project, but it's also a quick project, right?
Yeah, it's not too big and it's really easy stitches. So yeah, it's a smaller shawl, but you can make it bigger if you want. But this one also uses 5 colors. So if you're finding multiple palettes for the mystery knit along and you can't decide, you could save one of those palettes for this new shawl at the end of the month.
So beautiful. What's it called?
It'll be called the Slippy V Crescent.
Love it.
So my yarn along shawl was the Slippy V Triangle, and it uses the same stitch pattern for the Slippy V Crescent.
So pretty. And that picot bind off?
Yeah, it's a little picot.
That is gonna be eternal. So eternal. So neat.
It's not that long. It's not longer than an I-cord. It's okay.
But it's tricky because you think that you're going to end to bind off. Oh yeah, and you realize that what I should bind that like 300 times.
Yep.
So not a picot bind off fan.
I'm not a picot bind off fan. So.
You can modify those bind offs.
I love like the little dots. I think it's worth it. So yeah. Have to disagree on this one.
But you're going to need it, so Valentina.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I'm waiting for shallography, and I'm so anxious that I want to have like everything finished so I can be a monogamous knitter in October and just work on shallography. So I don't want to take too many new things, but maybe later when because okay, I have kind of ready my shallography palette. I'm gonna knit with my students. I have one of my students, the one that from the Penguino with natural dye. She dyes and sells yarn. So I'm gonna knit with her yarn, and I have kind of ready my palette, but at the same time, I have other friends that we're planning a kit with my friend that makes knitting bags, and another one that has a yarn store. So, and we're gonna dye yarn inspired in like dancing queens like Beyonce, Dua Lipa, and yeah. So I'm gonna have 2 palettes, and now I know I can use one of them in the Sleepy Crescent. Already forgot the name, but that's the new one.
Slippy V. It makes these little V's with slip stitch.
So pretty. I love those textures stitches, and they're always so much fun to knit because it's like I don't know, like not you repeat it, so you learn it really fast, but at the same time it doesn't bore you. So I love it.
Yeah, I can't wait to share that. It'll come soon.
Yay. We're gonna be waiting.
I love seeing all the penguinos. I'm gonna have to look at Instagram and see more of those photos, and I'll be looking out for all your color palettes. So yeah, I can't wait to see all the shallography mystery palettes that you make.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you so much for being with us. We really appreciate this time with you, and it's very inspiring for us to get to talk to you and that you see your work, the work that has been with us during difficult times, and it's very therapeutical to see something beautiful coming out from some moments that maybe we are going to try to forget, but we have to remember because we learned we learned a lot of things, and that piece, that finished object is very valuable, for me at least. My Pinguono is very close to my heart because it was during a very hard time with the lockdowns and all of that. And it is nice to see it transform that into something beautiful, into something and thanks to you to giving us this opportunity to do so. So thank you.
Yeah, I love being a part of it. It's so fun to see all the customized colors. They're all so unique. So I can't wait to see where you take that color spirit into the next projects.
Yes. And yeah, it's definitely therapy for us during these times, and a way to keep connecting. Although we can't really be together, we're still together. And so I think these knit-alongs are gonna keep going year after year, because we have the Mystery Call in October, and then well, last year we had the Hybrid knit-along, but we also had the Pinguino Call. So I think West knits are the best therapy knits. So there's definitely gonna be a lot more of that, sharing your needs as a community. And yeah, thank you so much for giving us this opportunity. There's a lot of people joining this year's Mystery Call, so it's gonna be like new knitters, and it's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah, can't wait. And let's talk soon, and we plan another Zoom event very soon, and we can do a catch up. Maybe right before the mystery gets started, and we can see all our color palettes and get excited. So we'll be in touch soon.
Yay! Great. Okay,
thanks so much for having me, Valentina.
Oh, thank you so much for joining and for being so awesome. You know, I always tell you the same thing, but you're so amazing. You're so I'm sorry, my
She's jealous, Valentina. She's jealous.
I really appreciate it. I think my computer is about to die real quick, so I don't want to accidentally disappear all of a sudden. But,
okay.
Thank you, Steven.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We'll talk really soon, and I can't wait to see all your colors.
Yes. And
bye-bye.
One stitch is enough, right? One stitch marker.
Yeah, only one stitch marker. Only one, not 69,000. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I can't wait to see you again really soon, and thank you so much.
We'll see you soon. Bye.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You are the best.
Bye. Ay, ay, puta la rumba.
La rumba estaba...
Oye, la rumba
súper celosa la rumba, súper celosa, digo.
La rumba.
¿A quién le decís maravilloso? Yo soy la maravillosa, nada más.
Creo que protestaba porque se iba.
Están agradeciendo mucho aquí, no merece nada mío, dice la rumba.
Muy bueno. Pegándose el show.
Ya,
bueno.
todo.
Ay.